Advisor of PIC, for his commencement speech. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to call on...
I'd like to start by giving a little bit of a confession, perhaps, just setting the record straight, something Tara said earlier. In her speech, she thanked me for her support. I've not really been much of a supporter over the past 3 years. Initially, when TIC was set up, I helped get it going. But since then, and today's event are possible. Let me say something about my experience with technology. I'm a teacher. I've been teaching for 20-something years. And when I started teaching, there was virtually no technology. Everything I did was by hand. My lessons is done on the computer. All of my documents have to be word processed. I use Excel for record keeping, making tables. I use PowerPoint for presentations. So technology is changing the way people work. It's changing everybody's jobs. And there's no going back from that. Technology is here to stay. Now, living in a place like Hong Kong where you're surrounded by technology, every man, woman, it's easy to think that everywhere is like that, but it's not. And I was doing a little bit of research on the internet for this speech about computer and internet use around the world. And I discovered some surprising facts, which I've got written down here, so I'm going to just read them. In 1996, which is only 10 years ago, there were 36 million people using the internet, which sounds like a lot of people, but it was actually only 1% of the population, the world population. 10 years ago, 99% of the world were not using the internet. In 2000, which is 5 years ago, that number had jumped to 359 million. Again, that's only 5% of the world population. So even a shorter time ago as 5 years ago, 95% of the world were not using computers and the internet. The most recent figures are for 2005, where the number has jumped to 972 million, which is approximately 15% of the population. So in the past 10 years, computer and internet use has gone from 36 million to 972 million, which is a massive, massive jump in the number of people using technology. But it is still a reasonably small percentage of the world's population, which means that 85% of the people in the world do not know what you now know. If we break it down into regions, a fact that surprised me was in Asia, only 10% of people in Asia use computers and the internet. There are pockets where the use is high. So somewhere like Hong Kong, 69% of the people are using computers and the internet. Singapore, 67%. Japan, 67%. Taiwan, 67%. China, 8%. Philippines, 9%. Indonesia, 8%. India, 5%. But taken as a whole, in Asia, only 10% of the population are currently using computers and the internet. Which again means that 90% of the people in Asia don't know what you now know. that makes you a very marketable commodity.
Technology. High technology class. Okay, partners. So now we have the awarding. Wow.
Awarding of the A grade
Eighth grade student,
medals by
Mrs. Star King.
Grace graduates achieve an overall score of over 90%, making them all A grade students. Ayan pala. Oo. Palakpakan po natin ang ating mga kanili.
So all of you are summa cum laude?
Ano ba yung kasi na sumakong laude?
Magna.
Magna.
Ang sumunod sa magna, cum laude.
Ano no?
Cum laude.
Cum laude.
Ang sumunod sa cum laude, with honors. Yeah, that's right, with honors. Yeah.
Magna.
Okay, summa cum laude sa pagtanggap ng kanilang mga medals.
Yes.
Buti kaya ito ma-premya?
Maraming ano dyan sa lahat.
Anyway, so,
Ayan.
ladies and gentlemen, we would like to present to you the grade A student of Technology and Internet Center.
Yes. In short,
TNC.
Ayan. Maestro.
Sorry, sir. Next time I will not be back. Next caller, Miss Candelaria Aldave. Welcome to our
Wow. Makapagpag ng dami. Ayan. Next graduate with A grade.
Ayun. Pwede nyo na isali yan sa door-to-door nyo. Sabihin, Nay, ako'y gumraduate ng
Graduate
summa
ako.
cum laude.
Yes.
Yun ang
From Indonesia. Ayan. Iba talaga ang PIC, no?
Yes.
Hindi lang pang Pilipino.
pang
Pang
Indonesia.
international pa.
That's technology.
Yes. Next.
Miss Lourdes
Ayan. Kakaiba. Parang spaghetti pa ako mataas.
I'm sure partner pag ikaw nag-graduate, dalawang medal.
Oo.
Next, we have Miss Marte Frendo.
Miss Margaret Rindo. Sana mo rin tayo medal.
May sobra mamaya.
Oo, so, parang graduate din tayo.
Or you can borrow. You can borrow it for picture taking.
Oo.
Okay, now we have Miss Martin.
Another graduate with A grade, Miss Nicole